Hello to the start of the new season on the Sheffield United Simulation Series. I have gone through and looked at all the free agents, and there are two good youngsters, I believe. Here we have one of them. Just look at this. Frank Cavignon. He is 6'1", Italian. And he does have a good playmaker trait. There's also this guy here, not a good weak foot, Gary Aguero, but he does have the bicycle kicks. And there's also some really good players, you know, in here. Bucco, Piscano, Pisacane. You know, there's Malagore, 17-year-old defender. Finesse shot. Kouassi. Looks like he could have a bit of strength about him. There's some really good players, and the only reason this guy's in here, Yung Jing Ding. Yung Jing Ding. That name just made me laugh. And Ali Al-Habsi from Oman. I've got to bring him in. I'm going to go off this, and I'm going to say it is Ali Al-Habsi's son. So, Ali Al-Habsi Jr., but I am definitely going to be seeing if I can bring in Frank Cavignon. And if I can, I'll see you when the deal has been done. Okay, so we did bring in Ali Al-Habsi. He is 19 years old from Oman, the goalkeeper, and he's 58 overall. I don't think that is too bad. He's got a 4-star weak foot. That's brilliant, but already reactions 52 strength, 52 composure, pretty good handling and diving, and you know, kicking, positioning and reflexes really aren't that bad either. I think he could be a very, very good player for us. And also I did manage to bring in as well the striker, Cavian. He is a 5-star skiller, 3-star weak foot, 6'1". He's 64 overall, but blistering acceleration, agility, and sprint speed. He is going to be a little speed demon, and at 6'1", he's really going to get there. His dribbling is 75, his ball control is 77, and he has the playmaker trait for the CPU AI only. So he is going to be tearing defenders a new one if he gets on the ball. But now need to look at who we are going to be putting on the transfer list. Billy Sharp, I love you, but I think it is now time to add him to the transfer market. He's 34, 72 overall. And we've got a load of players that are up and coming. So, yeah. I've added Smith to the transfer market. I'm going to add Duffy to the transfer market. Freeman, we'll keep you. Lundstrom, we will add you to the transfer market. Fleck, we'll keep you around for now. Let's send Adshead out on loan. Slater can be sold. Let's see if we can send out Marcus Antonio on loan. Thomas can be sold. Mitchell's already going out on loan. Davies has the potential to be special, so we'll keep him around. Twanzebe can play right back, so we will put Baldock on the transfer list. Brian, transfer list unfortunately. Jagielka, let's try and sell him because he is going to be retiring at the end of this contract. Davies, we'll sell you. Al-Habsi, I'm really happy to get him in. Murphy is going out on loan. Eastwood, we will try and sell you. And Phillips and Markovic with Al-Habsi. I do want to try and bring in Henderson again, because we have 69.93 million and 125,000 wage budget. But I do think that because we come third, the board are going to want way too much of us at the minute. They're probably going to want us to try and get top of the table again. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it this time out, because all the other teams' good youngsters are going to be coming up. Oh, Mason Greenwood. Expiring in 12 months now, are you? Okay. Okay. So let's have a look around. Hanmata. I want to try and get an experienced player. This contract's expired. Muller. Manchester United brought Thomas Muller. And Pogba's only worth 63.5 million? Really? Kalani, never heard of you, even though I support Manchester United. I've never heard of him. Gabriel Paulista, Marcos Rojo, Mitchell, Shaw, Smalling. George Tanner, never heard of you. Wan-Bissaka, damn, he's fast. Could always look at bringing in Ashley. Oh, he's retiring. Dean Henderson, I want to bring you back to Sheffield United as our #1 keeper. He did absolutely brilliant for us in between the sticks, and if I can get him back and give him that #1 shirt, you better believe I'm gonna try. Alright, so 9 million. Wow, that's going to be really expensive. Okay, so let's try and get this deal over the line for Henderson. Here we are at a nice posh restaurant. Can we swap a player? Do they want another goalkeeper? Or give them beautiful Eastwood? Will they take him? Yeah, no, they won't. They're looking for a striker. Would they take Billy Sharp? He deserves to go for Man United. I mean, come on. Oh, come on. Offer a player. McBurney, Mousset, Robinson, Bichal. Let's see if they'll take Tyler Smith. Probably not. Yeah, they're not going to. Let's just offer a transfer fee. He's worth 9 million. Let's offer 9. He's a 77 rated keeper and he did brilliant for us. A 15% selling clause. That doesn't bother me because he is not leaving this club. So, Dean Henderson, come on, please rejoin us back at Sheffield United. You know you want to come back. He's getting amazing first team opportunities with us. So you are going to be an important player for us. He likes that, so does his agent. No, he wants Crucial. Of course he does. Well, you are going to be a starting goalkeeper. 77 rated. At 23 years old. Sign a 5-year deal for me. Come on. Yes, he will. You're not having a release clause. And please don't let me do the wage. Oh, I don't like this. Will you take 40 grand? We have the money, and I'll give you $1 million if you sign it. Come on. Please join. Buy yourself a house and a car. He's happy with that. And yes! Come on. We brought him back in. Dean Henderson is now officially a Sheffield United player on a 5-year deal. I know we gave him $1 million, but, you know, I'm not messing around. I want him in the team. I wanted him as our #1. So I'm just going to be waiting now on scout reports from all of these youngsters here. Magalore. Mason Greenwood, though. Would it be worth bringing him in? But everyone goes for him, you know. Said that last time. Everybody goes for Mason Greenwood. Alright, so let's set up a new training regime. We have these two, they're just going to grow on their own. I'll leave them to it. Let's head on a nice bit of training. Let's get you on a little bit of defending so you can hold the ball. Let's get Shackleton up there. Let's get you when you're finishing, because if you get opportunities, I want you to be able to at least take a decent strike at goal. Twansby, O'Connell, fullbacks, Bogle, Osborne, goalkeepers, Markovic, Henderson. I'm going to get Al-Habsi up. Let's get him a little bit of training. I know he's not got no potential, but you know, we could always say it is the Ali Al-Habsi's young son. And I actually thought Ali Al-Habsi was an amazing keeper, especially when he was at Wigan. I mean, he did phenomenal. So there we go. There is our current training setup. Hopefully we can get Al-Habsi up to a decent standard. And we did enter the European International Cup. Let's now look at what the board expect for us. This is going to be really difficult. Okay, so youth development. Within 2 seasons, have at least one player from the youth academy signed in the first season play at least 50% of the games in the next season. Okay, that should be easy enough. Low priority of brand exposure within 3 seasons. We already know that one. Continental success. The Champions League reached the group stage. Okay, they want us to finish mid-table. That's not too bad. You know, we managed to push really hard and get really high and get 3rd. So I think mid-table finish. I thought they was going to expect us to get like top table. But finish mid-table, that is acceptable, and reach around the 32 in the FA Cup. That's fine and financial. Finish with at least 27 million profit at the end of the first transfer window. Are you kidding? You can't be serious with that, can you? Okay, let's switch Lundstrom out for... I know where are you? Okay, oh yeah, I just remembered we're still on the first. And normally helps if you not on the first. So let's scout England again, bring in some good youth talent. Let's bring in another scout, 4-star. Let's go to South Korea, see if we can find the next Jisung Park. And let's go to 5-star, we'll have you. But no limitations now. Let's go to the USA and see if we can find the next Landon Donovan. You know how much of a powerhouse he was. So hopefully we do well. If we don't get that many injuries. And Henderson, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. It is really, really nice to have him back on a permanent deal. Okay, so we've got an offer here for John Lundstrom, 26.69 overall. West Brom won him just for a little over what he's worth. I will accept that. I think that is a good offer for him. We do have brilliant upcoming youngsters now that are at his rating and above. So we're going to try and loan out some of our youth players that we do have. Hopefully. Who's this? Twanzabi wants to be captain. Okay. So we have an offer here for Slater for 380. That's pretty low ball offer, but I will accept it. You know, we just do need to shift some of that wage off that's just not going to be used. And, yeah, let's see how the new boys do. Let's get the new boys in the reserves for now. Zakagi, let's get you on the bench for McBurney. There we go. Connor Simpson. I just don't want any injuries to my first team. Marcus Antonio, we'll put you on the bench. Let's take Shackleton off. I don't want him getting injured. We'll put Freeman on the bench. I think that will do. Verips will be good enough for them at the moment. So hopefully, you know, those boys put in a good performance. I don't want to risk any injuries to my first team. That would be absolutely devastating. But here is a first game of the European International Cup. How will we get on? Will the boys start off with a win against Mallorca? Yes, they do. Goals from Rishal, Muse and Hlozek give us the 3-1 win on the opening game of the Friendly Cup. That's absolutely beautiful. And confirmation, Lundstrom has been sold to the West Brom. I hope he does have a good career there. They are a good team. So it'll be nice to hopefully see him down in their colours and doing well for them. Okay, so Dusseldorf one adds head on loan. I think that'll be a really good loan move for him. Most English youngsters do now go to the German leagues. So hopefully he does accept that move. He gets the game time he wants and the game time he needs. And comes back a better and stronger player. So how will we do against Granada? And we do win again. Goals from Muse, Hlozek and Fleck. Not too bad there. 3-1 winners. And Issy managing to get them a goal. But it was only a consolation. Next we're taking on second place Deportivo. So Slater has been told we have an offer here for Hlozek. Not happening. Let's block offers. There is no chance I am selling our hot young prospect like that. So as it has been loaned out to Dusseldorf. That's a good move for him. We have another loan offer here for Simpson. Do I really want to loan Simpson out? It's for Deportivo Alves. No, I'm not going to loan him out, I don't think. Because if we do get plagued with injuries in the back line, I want to know that I do have ample cover, you know, to be able to not just leak goals like a tap and have to put a youth player in. But we're now taking on second place Deportivo. Can we win? Yes, we can, with a goal from Baldock, the right back, getting in on the action there. Okay, so we are now taking on Konyaspor in the semi-finals of the Friendly Cup. I've switched around the reserves a little bit. I put Sharp up top. He still deserves game time. He is a good player. But we now have the likes of Verep in goal for them, with our new signing Zakagny in midfield. Is he going to be the right choice? I don't know. But the first team has now changed as well. Twan Zabi is going to be the captain. He does have the leadership trait. In left back we have Palacios, 72 rated, really, really good player. And Muse up top with McBurney, and new signing Schmidt in midfield with Morrison. So let's see if these boys can get the job done against Konyaspor. The reserves going for a run out. Can they get the result? Can Sharpie lead them to victory? No, he can't. They win even with a player sent off. They still managed to score another goal in the 46th minute to win 2-1. Does knock us out, but I didn't get any injuries to my players. And I have put Markovic up for loan. I want him to can boost your career. Is he happy with that? Yes, he is. Okay. So we are out of the European International Cup. We did get an extra 1.3 million though. That's really good to see. And I really need to think about putting some of the players up for loan. You know, we've got an offer here for Smith. I will accept that. Let's get him out the door. It's 3,900 wage that we could be saving. So let's hope for the best. So we have a transfer free for Norwood. Oh, talk about low balling. It's worth 6. No, I don't really want to sell him, even though I did get a player for free from Atlanta. Or Atalanta, whichever one it is. I say, so, the young defender here, Raquel Magliore, right, is 53 rated, 17 years old, but for some reason, I've just got a little thing, you know? I think it could be good. I really do. Yeah, so we've offered him 650 wage. I just delegated it. We're also delegating for Juan Lamberch. But I think this guy, you know, a good English young defender. You know, 53 overall. Not fantastic, but plenty of room to grow. You've seen how well our players are growing so far, and I mean, honestly, that's really good. Okay, so we've got an offer here for another Ingham Davies. I will just accept that straight off the bat. 2.9 million for Fleck. Do we really want to sell Fleck? But we do have that one at the youth team. It's going to save 24,500 on wage as well. Let's delegate. I want more than 2.9. I won't sell him for any less than 3.2. And start the offer at 4.3. I think that's a fair offer for Fleck. He is a pretty good player. And scout reports back for Mason Greenwood. 70 overall. That's not bad. No, I don't want him. I am searching Deeney though. His contract is due to expire. I know he's 32. But he could still have that little something, you know. I don't mind how old they are. You know, if they play well, they play well. They stay in the team. But, oh, look at that. Al-Habsi has gone up to a 60. We're getting him there. He's slowly going to become a very, very good goalkeeper for us. Could always start making a youth line up at this rate. Transfer talks for Smith broke down. We'll have a transfer offer from Marseille. Not happening. Okay, so what's this? Reached an agreement of a 4-year deal. A future first team player on a wage of 1,200. That isn't bad. He's 17 years old. 17 years old, 58 overall. So we'll just accept that. Bring him in. That isn't bad. I'm really happy with these players that we brought in. We brought Dean Henderson back. I'm really, really happy about that. So, yeah, some good upcoming players. We have a loan offer here from West Ham for Markovic. They're interested in taking him on loan, so we will accept that. That's definitely going to be a good loan offer for him. And now they've offered 3.4 million for Fleck. I think that is a decent offer. I I'll be silly not to take that money for him. We're definitely going to be saving a heck of a lot of money on wage. And, yeah. Like 2,900 for this guy. He's only 61 rated at 23. The amount of good youth goalkeepers we've got out on loan at the minute that are better than him. You know, we could be saving that money. Another offer here for Tyler Smith. Get out the door. And let's just keep advancing. Look at that manager rating of 90. Really not used to that. Porto want Twanzebe. Block offers. I'm not letting him go. He is now the captain of Sheffield United. He is not going anywhere. So Markovic did agree with his one-year loan deal to West Ham. That's going to be absolutely fantastic for him. Eastwood has rejected his move. Fleck has been sold. Stadio de Reims want Marcos Antonio on loan. Excuse me. That could be a very, very good loan for him. De Reims, I don't know if he'll probably be one of their starting players, but I think that will be a good move. Hopefully he does get a lot of first team experience from playing over there. Really, I'm hoping anyway. So let's take Marcos Antonio off. Hopefully he does go out on loan. McBurney, still got a load of potential. Okay. Hlozek, Davies, Shackleton. Do have two good youth players here, but really need to be getting rid of Duffy. Possibly Freeman. Freeman's a good rotation player to have. Magliore. Let's try and get you up, your defensive awareness. So we've got Shackleton, Al-Habsi, Kavian, and Magliore. How will they get on? Not too bad. Al-Habsi on keeper throws. He got a D. How can you get a D on keeper throws? All you do is throw the ball. Are you serious? Well, here we go. It ain't going to be long. We are going to get the scout reports back. Oh, Smith's transfer talks broke down. But we did manage to sell Reece Norrington Davies. He has agreed terms with Admirawaka. He's now gone. Transfer offer here from, is it Basel for Brian? We will accept that. I think that's a fair offer. 710. We don't hardly play him. We could just bring in and save the wage on somebody else. I think that would be the smart move to do. Transfer offer for O'Connell. O'Connell is not going anywhere. He's got a release clause of 12.4 million, and you're lowballing me with that offer. So, final scout report on Troy Deeney. 77 overall. And his contract is expiring. I am thinking about, when it comes to January, putting a sneaky little move in for him. I don't know if I can do it now. I think it has to be January. Let's remove Greenwood. I'm still looking at a couple of players here, because Jetro Williams, his contract is soon to be expiring. What a left back he would be. The likes of these, you know, I mean, just look at this. He's got the leadership trait. He's a team player. He's got good heading accuracy. Good shot power. Penalties is brilliant. Good jumping and strength and aggression. It might be worth trying to get him in. How much is he worth? 7 million at the minute. Yep, I think I'm going to wait. So we should now get our scout reports back. So here we go. What have you brought us from the US of A? Dennis Gautier. We'll bring you in, why not? Frank Mathis, overall between 53 and 71, potential 77 to 94. That's not too bad. 15 years old, 250 grand. We'll bring you in. Campbell, not good enough. Tyler Godson, not good enough. Kenneth Fraser, we'll have a punt. David Wood, yeah, a little something about you, we'll check you out. Tyler Haber. No, I don't think we will. Okay, what's next from South Korea? You're not good. Oh, look at this. Sung So Oh. Overall could be between 50 to 66. Potential 64 to 86. 110,000, not too bad. We'll bring you in. So Jun Bang. Il Yung Ko. Overall could be between 48 and 64. Potential 71 to 94. Disappointing. And Young Soo Hung. Not good enough for looking for the next. Ji Sung Park. And England, disappointing as ever. Owen Bailey might have something about him. We'll have a look. Oh, look at this. This is what we need. Harrison Carter, overall could be between 51 and 69. Potential 76 to 94. What's your rating? He's only worth 190,000. There we go, another keeper, but his overall could be between 60 and 80. Potential 83 to 94. Oscar Green is worth 900,000. Yes, please. And Tyler Evans, no. Okay, so Marcus Antonio has accepted his 1-year loan deal with Stade de Reims, and hopefully he grows as a fantastic player. It's good to see that he has gone out on loan and that he is going to be given the game time. He's definitely in need of that. Okay, so Brian has been sold to FC Basel. We have an offer here for Palacios. You're not going anywhere. And also an offer here for Eastwood. We will just accept that from Svandval. Svandval, was it? Svandval? Oh, I don't know. Alright. So the players I've been looking at are now back. The reports. Let's have a look. Goalkeeper 73. Don't need you now. Godinho, not good enough. Williams 76. Wow, that is low. That is really low. Troy Deeney, we know about you. Come on, Isaac. His contract is soon to be expiring. Yeah, too low. 21.66. And Weidman, not good enough. 23.69. Is that good enough, really? I have no idea. I thought Jetro Williams would have been better than a 76. I mean, he has, look at that, great physicals, great mentals, and technically good all around the park. And have 76? Kinda weird. But it's what it is. Let's continue. Oh. Stop the Sims. We have an offer here for Robinson. That's not gonna happen. Reject the offer. Okay, so let's do a bit more player training on Kavian, Al-Habsi and Magliore. Get that young English defender up there. And Al-Habsi, look how he's flying. He's now his 61 rated keeper. He's almost up to 62. Al-Habsi. He's going to be a goalkeeper of the future. I wish we could send him out on loan, but unfortunately, we can't. So, Eastwood's transfers have broken down. Got another offer in here for Smith. He just doesn't want to leave. And we need him to go out the door. We need to save on his wage. So what's this? Musa, you've been in pretty good form lately and I'm feeling good. So I hope you're not going to bench me for the game against Wolves. I'll consider it. You are going to be starting against Wolves though, so there you are. Right, so that is the team. Absolutely brilliant. Just made a couple of pulls in, like Palacios. He's now made himself into the first team. You got the likes of Schmidt that we've just brought in on a free transfer. And that's Zakagny. We brought him in. He now makes his way in to the midfield of the reserves. We're getting some very good players come through the ranks. But the first game will see us go against Wolverhampton away. The second game is going to be against Manchester City at home. Then the third game is going to be West Bromwich Albion away. And then Fulham away. It's going to be a real tough month. A very tough month. But what will we make of the start of this season, and can we start with winning ways? You'll soon find out in the next episode. If you did enjoy this one, and as always, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I hope you're having a fantastic day no matter where you are in the world. And until then, I will see you all very soon here on the Sheffield United Simulation Series.